Hello, my name is Edwin Edebiri, and I am the Chief Happiness Officer with the I Am Happy Project and also the Happy Neighborhood Project. So I want to say thank you for joining us this morning. This way we start the Monday morning on a foundation of happiness. I started this several months ago, maybe even a year now, and doing this because I read a lot of statistics that shows that people just have difficulty getting Monday started. And so we start to do this to put people's mind on happiness. It's very short, it's very brief, but you have a takeaway. All right. So if you like what you hear on this call, please help us to spread the word. This is just our mission to help spread happiness, get the number to other people so they can join us. And for those that cannot join us, they can subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/AskTheCHO, which is AskTheCHO, all one word. And you can also follow up if you miss some of this call from time to time. All right, that's it for the 411. Today, folks, I want to talk about something, and my wife actually shared this link with me, and so I look at it, and it just blew my mind, and that is sitting and happiness. Folks, we all take this for granted, and we don't even start to know how much we sit until somebody starts to bring it to our awareness. And all the technological things that's making our life supposedly better, unfortunately, also make it worse if we don't take time. So let me kind of give you a scenario here, right? So most of us, from the time we wake up, we might hit the bathroom and we sit in the toilet for some time, and we get up from there and we go into our, car after we get dressed, and we sit in the car, and then we get there. That is if we did not sit to eat breakfast, which most of us did. So we sit to eat breakfast, and then we get ready and we sit in the car to drive to work, and we get to work, we sit down, and then only to get up and go back and sit down and do some more, toilet and go back to work. And we just sit almost all the time. And so what does that do to our body? Maybe our body is not designed to sit like that, Back in the days, there was not even chairs to start with. So something we got to process. Now, there are some different studies that have been done, especially at work, that people find out that they are actually more productive when they are standing. And I think there are some companies now designing furniture where they kind of, you're standing while you're walking. Your body circulates better when you're standing. There's a whole lot of stuff now that if you are sitting too long, it affects so many organs in your body. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, okay, what's this got to do with happiness? Folks, if you are not in good mood, your happiness is down in the toilet. So the focus of this call, the sitting and happiness, is two ways. Number one is to bring the attention to how much time you sit. So I want to encourage you to reduce the number of sitting you do. Okay, that's number one. And then the number two, the different angle is if you do sit, then sit correctly. So not only too much sitting affects your mood and your happiness, not sitting correctly also affects your mood and your happiness and your posture. So I want you to kind of watch those two things. Don't sit as much time as you do, and sit correctly when you do sit. So what are some of the things that you can help you to do? Now, today we have all kind of technology. As a matter of fact, I got, one small watch. I never liked watch. I don't even like jewelry. Only thing that I wear is my college ring. I've been wearing since 1983. I don't even believe that, But I wear this now to measure my pace, so that you can measure your steps. Now, there are some people that say you should walk 10,000 steps. I don't know about that, If you are not walking as much and you start walking 3,000 steps, you're doing great. If you start walking 5,000, you are awesome. If you get it to 10,000, that's great. But don't set a realistic goal for yourself. Just be more conscious of it. One of the things that I do in the office is that when I'm sitting, I try to observe it from time to time. Every 30 minutes, I will get up. Especially if you're on a phone call, your call might even be better when you are standing than when you're actually sitting, So try that out. And there's this, I think Cornell University did a study that if you sit for an hour straight without moving, it actually affects different organs in your body. It affects your mood. If you're already depressed, it's going to increase your depression, So there's a lot of stuff, that come into this. So again, folks, let me make this really clear. When I come to this call every Monday morning, I don't want to be authority on everything. I don't want to be like I know everything. As a matter of fact, I don't know a whole lot of stuff. What I want to do is bring stuff to your attention. Things that you and I might be taking for granted, is bring it to your attention, and then you need to take some time and do some research and see how that thing can affect you. Okay, folks, I'm not a medical person, so before you start, sitting less also, maybe you need to talk to your doctor also, and see, maybe sitting is good for you. I don't know. All I am here to do is bring it to the awareness. Is take it from the taking for granted level to maybe more conscious level. And then if, in fact, it does help to increase your happiness, then the better for all of us. Because when you increase your happiness, it's not only to your benefit. Your increase in happiness benefits your family, benefits your co-workers, benefits the entire community. And so this is why I am vested in it. This is why I am pioneering the concept of happiness as a skill. The more you learn and the more you apply. Understand there is that knowledge action gap. Okay, so you want to shrink that. Knowing something is great, but if you never act upon it, then it doesn't make too much sense. So you got to shrink that gap between knowledge and action and take action. So what I want to encourage you is, again, if you have a health situation that prevents you to do this, please consult a medical person, a doctor, and then before you go on. But try it. Set alarm and see how long you sit at a time. And if you're sitting, more than 30 minutes at a time or an hour at a time before you get up, then do something about it. Because you will find out how very quickly it changes your mood. And your mood affects your happiness. So those are the two takeaways. Is number one, folks, understand too much sitting is not good for you. And number two is the way you sit, your posture plays a major role. So reduce the amount of sitting and sit correctly when you do sit. And yes, these two things might take a little practice. Now, you guys have heard me say this. The call is muted out, so I can't get your response. Otherwise, if I say practice make work, everybody will say perfect, except for those that have been with me for some time, because practice does not make perfect. There are no perfect beings. Perfect is not an existence. Perfect is like you cutting yourself short. You say you cannot progress anymore. So practice makes improvement. That's what practice does. So be more conscious of this thing and do a little bit of practice. If you are the kind of person that's slumped in the chair, pretend now to recognize that and sit straight. And yes, Rome was not built in a day, and so you're not going to stop it in one day. All I'm saying, be aware of it and then practice. That's what I've got for today. If you cannot join us every Monday morning, I want to encourage you, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this on your Facebook. Share this on your Instagram. Share this on all your different social media, because guess what? If you can help us to get this number out or get the YouTube channel out, you are doing your part in helping to spread happiness. And you may end up being the beneficiary of it also, because when someone you help to become happier really gets it, they might spread a little bit of it to you. I think it's Thomas Edison that said it, like happiness is like a perfume where you can spray it on others without a few drops coming back at you. Okay, so let's spread this, folks. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/AskTheCHO. That is AskTheCHO. And let's increase our level of happiness. Now, I am going to unmute, and we're going to do our traditional ending. And the reason we also do this, folks, is because anything you focus on is going to grow. Okay? Happiness, then the happiness is going to grow in our life. Now, I know I've had some school of thought, oh, you can't just be happy all the time. Folks, what's wrong about that, what's wrong with setting a goal, even if you cannot achieve that goal? Now, if you are sad, that's okay. That's part of the emotion. Enjoy the sadness also, or I don't say enjoy the sadness. I mean experience the sadness. But try to get back to your happy self as quickly as you can. All right, so I'm going to count, to 2, and we are going to say Happy Monday to each other. And let's help raise the level of happiness in this world as we do that. 1, 2.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
All right. Thank you, guys. And you stay happy.